Clean, tight joinery is critical to the success of any woodworking project. But the fact that plywood is only nominally 3/4, 1/2, or 1/4 inch thick means that well-fitted joints on your project can be more trouble than they should be. And this is where Freud's undersized plywood bit set comes in handy. You never quite know when you're buying plywood what actual size it will be. So I use the bits to mill a slot in the bottom of their holder. This allows me to determine very quickly if the plywood that I'm working with requires regular size bits or the undersized plywood bits, eliminating the risk of cutting a dado only to find out it's too large for the stock I'm using. This is especially useful when I'm working with stock that was bought at different times from different sources. This particular bookshelf is sized so that I can easily get to from a single sheet of plywood. But the design and construction techniques shown can be used to build a shelf of nearly any size. 1/8 inch deep cross dados milled into the cabinet sides locate and support the shelves while providing enough glue surface to eliminate the need for fasteners. A 1/4 inch deep groove milled down the back of both sides holds and locates the back of the cabinet, helping to keep the bookcase square once it's been assembled. Note that this groove stops where it meets the dado for the bottom shelf. This design allows for quick and simple assembly. The first step is to assemble the shelves between the two sides. Glue is added to the dados. Just use a moderate amount. You don't want a lot of squeeze out that has to be cleaned up later. Then the shelves are fitted in place, ensuring that the good face will be up when the bookcase is assembled. The undersized plywood bit gave me a good snug fit on these joints. As the shelves are fitted, be very sure that the front edges line up with the front edge of the sides. This will make edge banding after assembly much easier. When designing casework like this, I make the bottom shelf the same width as the sides, while any shelves above that are designed to fit from the front of the side to the groove for the back, so that the back slides past the upper shelves and rests on the lowest. If cut accurately and square, the back will force the cabinet square as it's set into place. But back to our assembly. With the shelves properly fitted in one side, the second side can be added. Again, being careful to line up the faces of the shelves and the sides. The dados, rather than just butt joints for the shelves, means I don't have to measure or mark during assembly, and there are no fastener holes that need to be filled or hidden later. A properly fitted joint is plenty strong with just glue. With the glue dry, the back can be added to the carcass. Once it is resting firmly on the lower shelf, it will hold the cabinet square, and a few fasteners into the upper shelves will keep it from racking. However you're planning to finish your bookshelf, you need to hide the plywood edges. And iron-on edge banding tape is a simple and easy way to do this. Cut sections of tape a little longer than the edge to be covered. Lay the tape in place and activate the hot melt glue with an iron set on a cotton setting. Notice that I'm using a piece of brown paper bag between the iron and the edge banding tape. This protects the bottom of the iron from any hot melt glue that might squeeze out, which could then be transferred to your edge banding as well. It just saves a lot of time cleaning and sanding. Each end of the banding is trimmed after it's laid in place. Cover the fronts of the shelves and the tops of the sides first. The front edges of the sides are most visible, and this technique will give you a clean, finished look and cover the dados at the same time. Your bookshelf is now ready for finishing and use. These techniques are not only limited to the use of plywood. Most home centers sell pre-glued wood panels. And of course, you can always glue your own up in the species of your choice. In any case, you're still going to want to ensure the thickness of your material matches the width of your dados. The assembly sequence is no different for solid wood than it is for a plywood bookshelf. And you can always alter the design to suit your needs by changing the positions of the shelves. On this solid wood version, the shelf spacing is the same, but the groove for the back was cut so that the entire unit is upside down, giving a completely different look with all of the same construction techniques. Being able to choose how your stock fits into the dado that you're cutting provides a lot of opportunities for projects around your shop. And while there are many different ways to cut dados to an exact width, having this undersized plywood bit set from Freud provides you with a better opportunity to find the fit you want with just a quick cut. For example, I can cut a series of dados in a piece of plywood using my router table and get the perfect fit for dividers that I want to be removable, but I don't want to fall out on their own. A set of undersized plywood bits is just another option for getting great joinery on whatever project you're working on.